on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Ty.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out.
And right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Patriots at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
To throw is Duggan. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And this is good. He was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Pats, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find his
first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing, Duggan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. When you look at this Patriots defense, this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they
got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him a gain of 38. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Duggan looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Duggan. And this is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Young off the play fake. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll throw again. Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Duggan now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Duggan to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brock Wright, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Panthers nothing.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Here we go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That throw by Young incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Young looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here is Young. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan, he finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Duvernay in motion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Duggan. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Dugan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that route back to the locker room just a little more animated. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Young looks to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It'll be Young again. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. A final shot before break. Dugan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Smith red, check white, black swap.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard. Fighting him off. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 6. Short throw to Smith. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Pushes him aside at the 10. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Young. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Young to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Here we go. Opposite. Green. Check pink.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now he'll try to run with this. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Delay of game. What's the deal, y'all?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Duggan. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing, Duggan. Touchdown, Patriots. Blocked right with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Young to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now here's Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
For this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Young. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's got a man. Complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And now out come the Patriots. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Duggan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Duggan looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 67 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
This throw caught right around the 6. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brock Wright, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That throw by Young incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. Wow, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. He juked him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by the Michigan man, JBL Peppers. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Duggan will look to throw this. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Blocked right. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete there to Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Davis Price on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone. 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton